Okay, ignore my room because that's none of your business. What is your business is that I'm considering, this is just a test, let me know what you think. It's not really a podcast, but if I wanted to pretend it could be, it can be. So let's pretend. Let's pretend it's called How About You? Because I'm going to say what I think, and then at the end, I'm going to say, how about you? So let's start. This is the first video. I'm just off the cuff coming in this BITCH, my room. None of your business, by the way, the room part. Unless you see something really concerning, please let me know because I'm always open to self-improvement. Yeah, sometimes my room gets messy. How about you? So my first proclamation of speaking is that I've been feeling super anxious recently, and by recently, a very long time. I'm a naturally anxious person. I don't want to say I'm an empath, but I'm pretty sensitive. A therapist once diagnosed me as highly sensitive, and I'm like extra highly, super extracalifragilisticexpialidocious sensitive. I remember when I was like in second grade, I'm just assuming, but there was a spelling test. It was first grade, and they said spell extracalifragilistic, and I did it, I think, from what I can remember. And that's just like how attuned I am. And I just get anxious. I overthink a lot. Obviously, can't you tell? I overthink a lot. And I'm not, if there was a spectrum, I'm not saying I'm at the furthest end. I don't really know other people's experiences. Like, I know there's crippling overthinking and paralyzation. Is that a real word? Is that a real word? I think it is. Paralyzation. It is. And yeah. So I think the key is to figure out how to stop the madness up here. And what I figured out is that many people do this thing. It's crazy. A lot of these people who, not that you can't overthink and be what I'm about to say, but one thing I noticed about myself and y'all who don't maybe struggle with this as much is that you guys believe in yourselves. Like, you guys actually like, yeah, go me. And I think at some point I was like, go me. I used to overthink, naturally. I am an overthinker, you know what I mean? Used to be a perfectionist too. I'm sure that still lingers. And the key denominator, the people who go through life with full force, is that they believe in themselves and what they're doing, what they think, what they feel. They have people around them who care about them. They stand up for themselves. They just have a good self-sense of worth. And it's crazy to think that I myself can be like insecure sometimes. I don't know why I think that I have to be or that it's I operate like that, because I believe that there are good things about me, but the things we tell ourselves is vastly correlated to how we think about ourselves and view ourselves compared to other people, and that shapes who we are and that shapes how we operate. So you have to be super comfortable in your skin. I'm pretty sure like meditation is good for you. I mean, duh. I'm pretty sure yoga is good for you. I'm pretty sure feeling good in your skin is good for you. But also, regardless of your body, because you can be the hottest person in the world and still have like negative self-esteem or negative self-view, or it's literally like a mindset. Like, are you positively thinking about yourself, or are you negatively thinking about yourself? And this will shape literally like everything you do, like your actions, your decisions, your mood, like your mindset. And if you have like a positive mindset, that's also going to affect your mood, your decisions, the way of operating in the world. Like, oh my gosh. And it's so correlated to like your relationship with yourself, of course, and like I said, your decisions, how you're waking up, how you're going to sleep, how you're moving through the day. little micro decisions. And then of course social media is just, I don't want to call it the devil, but it can be, and it can be not. So it just depends on what you're consuming, what your habits are. Like at the end of the day, we can like blame social media for sucking at sometimes, but at sometimes, other times it's a good thing. It's a great thing. That's how you're watching this video. So we have to practice not losing our train of thought. Okay. Okay, because I just did. We have to be aware of how we are interacting with online, and it's super addicting. It is genuinely so addicting. I think it's very easy to just delete the app and live your life without it, but of course we all have a fear of missing out sometimes, or we want to feel connected, or maybe not that you can't not be connected within the real world and be like, well, I don't need the media, but there's a sense of globalness that we are experiencing, or localness, or nationwide information that we can conceive by people we know or like don't know, and it's fun. Sorry, I don't know if I can curse. Can I curse? It's so fun, it's just fun. Like there's some fun stuff, there's some funny stuff. I can be feeling like really bad, and then I go online and I'm like happy, Yes, that does deter from whatever the hell I'm doing in the moment, unless I make time for it. But my point is that social media can affect you. Like I said, the content is so vast. What are you consuming? Is it good? Is it bad? Good or bad is the definition of like how is it affecting you? Is this something that's gonna benefit you, what you're consuming, or is this something that's gonna impact you genuinely impact you negatively? For me, like I'll be honest, like I compare myself like on a daily basis, which is probably where like the self-doubt comes in, or self-criticism, or like straight up comparison. Like it's, I don't want to call it toxic, but it's not healthy, not healthy for me. And obviously I can shift that thinking into being like, ooh, I'm so enamored by like other people, women, men, like whatever, like their lifestyles, how they look, and like, but then of course you can truly get into a comparison mindset, and then you get really hyper fixated on other people's, their journey instead of your own. So it's really important to like have those boundaries. It's okay if you don't yet. That's like a learning process. I can talk about that like in another video if you guys want to hear me talk about it in another video. Not that I'm perfect, because like obviously I'm expressing this is and has been a struggle for me in my life. I also do social media for a company, so that's kind of hard to create. In my head, I tell myself that's hard to create a detachment, of course, but obviously I can still delete my account or unactivate my account. There is a solution to everything, you know what I mean? And yeah, you can't use external things as excuses, because at the end of the day, we're all in control. Just a real quick example on that is like, I used to be very tempted by like foods that weren't effective for like my health goals and fitness goals. And my dad is like a foodie. I'm a foodie. My brother's a foodie. I'm pretty sure my mom's a foodie too, but she has really good self-control. The three of us, my dad and brother, will eat till we turn into the item we're eating, because it's just so good. Everything's just so good in this life, right? Until it's not. So I can be affected by it, and like I used to like be like, oh my god, like stop buying this stuff, like it stopped offering me this stuff, and like, cause then I would cave in. But eventually, like I conquered this how would you call it, like bad habit of delving into things that were tempting, that I knew were good for my long-term goals. I stopped. I was like, now it's a conscious choice. Before I couldn't control myself. If this video ends, by the way, someone's calling me, okay? I didn't put it on do not disturb, so I'm sorry if it ends early. If it ends early, this is my ending message, just in case. I love you, thank you for watching, and I'll make another video. But unless not, I keep going. Hey, don't go, come back, sit. Okay. But now I'm like, the food is in the room, I see whatever, I'm like unaffected. I don't think I even process that the item of food is there that I'm not interested in, unless like of course I want it. But before, I couldn't discern when I wanted it and when I didn't, Before it was like, oh my god, it's there, I need it. My brother, on the other hand, not to put him under the rug, he keeps walking to the kitchen, he's like, oh, why do they keep buying this? I'm like, why do you keep eating it? Like, we all have our vices, so I can't blame him. I've been in his shoes, but we have to learn, is this worth like long-term gratification, short-term gratification? Not, you cannot not have it, but is it quote unquote worth having now versus later? Obviously, if you're feeling a negative feeling about the thing, maybe it's best not to indulge. But if you're excited and you enjoy it, and then after you're not feeling some type of way, okay, bet. But if you eat it and then you feel guilty, this is something you have to overcome. Now, I know I went on a side tangent, so let's go back to the point. Comparing and just what are we consuming? Is it positive? Is it negative? And that can be not just on social media, but literally like the physical world, you know? So I literally forget everything I said because I loved, oh, who loves a little tangent? Maybe I can call this tangent. Here's a tangent. Quick tangent. Oh, I like that. Quick tangent. All right, I might rebrand. Hey, we're constantly changing every second of the day. 10 minutes and 11 minutes and 05, I'm not good at math or reading, seconds ago, this was how about you. Now, here's a tangent. I really like the real talk, but I think that's a thing already. So here's a tangent. Here's a quick tangent. How about, let me know what you guys think I should call this. Please don't say anything mean. I'm sensitive. Remember, I'm sensitive. I remember saying that. So yeah, see ya. Bye. I hope this was helpful. If you want me to talk about more things, I can. Stop judging my room. It's not bad. I'm overreacting. All right. Sayonara.